Hey guys, so today I was sitting in the office, sorry, wondering what should we do for a new YouTube video. And some of the questions I often get regarding the sold out kits is that why do you have so much sold out of the website? When will this restock? How long should I wait before this is back in stock? All these questions that keep popping up. And if you don't know how the Gunpla factory works, then I completely understand why all these questions emerge. Because the thing with Gunpla is that it's not a normal product that you can just order off the shelf, like when you go to a convenience store. So when you run out of oatmeal, you just order new ones from the distributor. We can't do that the exact same way on Gunpla. And let me explain why. I actually have a video on my Facebook site that shows how the factory works. And how the factory works is that all these kits are made with molding injection machines, plastic molding injection machines, which means that the Japanese people actually create this form. I think it's out of aluminum, where they engrave all the details, and then they put one of these forms that actually produces a runner or a sprue, and they fill it up with plastic, they cool it down, and they print it, kind of. And when this has been done for X amount of times, then they put in a new form for a new runner until they have an entire kit. Now that's something everybody can understand, so that's easy. But once they, for example, made this master grade heavy arms for, let's say, 10,000 pieces worldwide, then they will change the form to a new model. And that means that form will be driven into some kind of location or warehouse and stowed away until they want to print it again. When that will happen, I have absolutely no idea. We have no scheduling. It maybe depends on how many of the distributors are wanting to buy more, or they just have some kind of schedule regarding the demand of kits. But you know, Bandai keeps releasing new kits all the time, new series where they need to put in new forms. So the accumulation of all the new kits makes it harder and harder to keep all the old ones in stock unless they expand their machines. And they only have X amounts of machines. I know Bandai is about to make a factory number 2, which would probably help a lot of the demand. So that's how it works, which also makes it a bit difficult to run a Gundam store, because you need to know how much you want to order. You need to know what would be popular. You need to know how fast will you run out of stock. And sometimes it's a hit and sometimes it's a miss. And you can't know all these things unless you're probably have an entire team analyzing how popular are the anime videos. Investigating online the market, the demand on the different platforms and forums and stuff. So that's the reason. That's the main reason I can't restock everything I want to. And that's also the reason we got this warehouse, because then I can make bigger restocks once they arrive. And sometimes that's a good thing. Sometimes it's a bad thing. Sometimes you order quite a lot of the same kits, but then I have stock for maybe a year. And that's awesome, because in the beginning I stocked like 3 master grades a piece. And once they sold out, sometimes I had to wait like 1.5, 2 years before Bandai chose to produce the kit again. Not a very good business case, but that's just how it works in this business. And that's why it's kind of tough to run a business like this. So, guys, if we are out of stock, it's not on purpose. I always want to have everything in stock if possible. It's just not possible. Um, yeah, so that's kind of how it is. Some of the products that I know will be released in Europe for like maybe 2 or 3 months, I can often order those in advance and hope for getting the right amount that I ordered, but that's not always the case. So there you will also see the kits on the website, because I create them on the website, so you can order it, or sorry, you can write yourself up for getting an email notification once it arrives, or put it on your wish list, or just generally check out the kits and the prices. Sometimes people also ask me regarding kits that have not even been released yet because it's on the website. When will this be restocked? Well, it was never in stock. You could not know that if you're not up to date with when the kits are being released. So that's why I always say that it's not been here yet. I just created it on the website so you could check it out. So a lot of hurdles that we sometimes have to deal with, but as you can see, we do have a lot in stock. So when people say we don't have anything in stock, it's just not true. We just have in stock what's possible for us to get. Then we have some big dealers around the world that actually takes a huge pile of the stock that I would also like in China or Asia in general, or we have two big players in the US, and Bandai probably prefers to put volume where the money is. And I totally understand that, but it's just too bad for a small store like me that's trying to provide good service and a good amount of kits in Europe, and mainly Denmark, which is one of the smallest countries in the world. So I'm doing my best, guys. We have a lot in stock. We will always get almost all new kits that Bandai produces, except for a few universes that I don't think would sell here. And every time I see something that I don't have, I buy it. And every time something that is sold out is being reproduced, I buy it. So don't worry. Unless you can't wait for the kits, then you of course have to buy it from somewhere else, like another country, Amazon, eBay, what do I know, wherever you can get it, forums where people sell it. But if you can wait and you want to support the stores around the world, I would only suggest that you maybe find something else to build and try to support the store that actually are trying to get all the new kits home. I know Europe is very slow on getting new kits, and it's annoying as hell because, for example, the Real Great Gundam, God Gundam that just arrived, or the MGEX that I have not even seen yet, even though I have sold a lot of them. I've seen them online being customized and painted for like months now, and it's just it's very annoying because we want it up here. And I can totally understand if people don't want to wait and they just need to have it, that they will buy it somewhere else. No worries. I will of course sell what I get when I get it, if I get it. But sometimes keep in mind that we're trying to run a business here to help people getting their kits for the hobby. We're trying to run a dream business for ourselves that we love, which should shine through in the work we do in the store, never minding if it's more expensive or not. If you want to save money, for God's sake, save money for somewhere else. It doesn't matter for me. I know what I'm worth. I know what the shop should put a price tag on and how hard it is for us to get it. And we can't all have the same prices due to some don't have warehouses, some only want small profit to cover their own hobbies. And there's a lot of factors that does that. Prices vary all over the world, all over, yeah, everywhere. All the stores have different prices. Some are cheaper, some are more expensive on different kits and vice versa. Yeah, so that's just mainly I just wanted to make this video to explain to you guys why, sorry for walking around, it's just to make it more cozy than just to sitting at a table, to why we don't have everything in stock. It would also be impossible for me, of course, to have like 20 of each 3,500 or how many different kits Bandai has made in store unless I had a warehouse that was 10 times as big. But we can fit in quite a lot here. We have some backup plans. I can show you here. If we have too much, we will of course fill shelves this way, all the way here. I think we could have 7 shelves of these, which is 4. So 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 7 times. And yeah, we could put one more, not at the door, but here we could have 3 more if we really needed it. So it would definitely be possible to have almost twice the amount we have today if we utilize the space good enough, which we all know that I'm quite capable of when we think of the old warehouse. But we don't want to get it to be that crazy. Actually, our shelves has also been, let me just flip it around here. We have space in between the kits for making it easier to pick. We didn't have that before. And that's because now we have room for doing so. We didn't before, so we had to squeeze it all together, making it a bit more difficult to pick. But as you see here, a lot of plastic kits. This is Gunpla heaven, and we're ready for more. We have some empty shelves down here. Not quite sure what's going on. Yeah. So this was a short explanation. I hope this clarifies why a lot of stuff is in stock and why I can't tell you when it will be restocked unless I get a list of what I can pre-order from the distributors. And if that's the case, I often put up these lists on both YouTube, no, not YouTube, sorry, Facebook and Discord. We have a closed Facebook group where we can all sit and nerd in peace. And we have a Discord group where you can also be anonymous and everything. I share those lists in there, and often it comes within a month. And that's the only thing I can do. I can't tell you when MG Sasabi will be restocked or when will we have perfect grades unless the distributors tell me. There's no way I can get that info. Bandai even removed the lists they had on the website for what's in the upcoming month. And that was due to some scalping issues, which is a whole nother story. So, small topic. If you want other topics that I can try to cover or uncover regarding having a Gundam store or anything else you just want to see, write it in the comment section and I will see if I can make something to make you a bit wiser regarding this hobby. See you next time. Take care. Bye. Bye, guys.